Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'll be doing a solo playthrough of Dune Imperium. And in this video, I'll be playing on the veteran or medium difficulty, and I will be playing as Paul Atreides. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I am all set up to play a solo game of Dune Imperium. I am playing as Paul Atreides. My two rivals are the two that are recommended if you are starting out with Dune Imperium solo. It is Earl Thorvald and the Beast. And I'm playing on the medium difficulty, that's called Veteran. So each rival starts with one water and one intrigue card. Whenever a rival gains 3 intrigue cards, they'll turn them in for a victory point. And so I am the red player here. Earl Thorvald is green and is on my left. And then to my right is the Beast, who is playing the blue player. I'll shuffle a couple things up real quick, even though they're already shuffled. But what do I need to tell you? So I've already done a rules refresher video, which is specifically about how to play the solo mode of Dune Imperium. So if you don't know how to play the solo mode of Dune Imperium, I recommend you go watch that. We've got our Imperium row cards here. We've got Power Play, Duncan Idaho, Gene Manipulation, Peter DeVries, and Shifting Allegiances. And I guess I should say up front, I may mispronounce some of these things, and we're just going to live with it. So give me a break. All right, so these are shuffled up. I've got my 10 starting cards here. What else do we need to say? So the third agent for each of the rivals will come out after the first 4 rounds. So I'm just kind of sitting there. I've got 6 of those conflict cards with 2 agents on top, then 4 conflict cards here. Rather than make one stack with a couple of cards balanced on top of those agents, I thought it was easier to just put them off to the side. So when this stack runs out, then the extra agents will come out, and then we'll resolve the rest of those conflict cards. So here's the solo deck. Give that a quick shuffle. Anything else? Oh yes, on this difficulty mode, there's a 5 Solari token here, covering up the 2. Basically, it costs 5 Solari to come to this space now. And Earl Thorvald's Signet Ring ability is gain 1 spice. The Beast's ability is recruit 1 troop to their garrison, or if they have any of these faction alliance tokens, then instead they recruit 2. And for Paul, my Signet Ring ability is to draw a card. But I also have this ability, Prescience. I may look at the top card of my deck at any time. The one thing that's important to note is if your deck is completely gone, you cannot use that ability because you cannot shuffle your discard to form a deck just to look at the card, because you're not allowed to shuffle your discard to form a deck until it is time for you to draw a card. So just something to keep in mind. And then lastly, I guess I'll say I am not an expert in this game. I enjoy it, but and I think this will be a good playthrough as far as rules are concerned, but I am not here to teach you strategy. So there's a decent chance I'm going to lose on medium difficulty, and I'm pretty okay with it. I think it's going to be a fun playthrough, but let's get going. So Earl Thorvald is starting. Let's draw this first card. And I guess I can draw my own 5 cards too. What do I have to start out with? Signet Ring, Dune the Desert Planet, ×2. Dagger, and Diplomacy. I do like Diplomacy. We got Harvest Spice. There are no spaces with bonus spice right now, so we're going to redraw. Harvest Spice again. Oh, wow, Harvest Spice a 3rd time in a row. Hall of Oratory. That's a valid spot. We're going here and gaining 1 troop to the garrison. That is not a combat space, so we're not deploying. Now we go to the Beast. Harvest Spice. What is happening? Carthag. Okay. And gain 1 troop to the garrison. This is a combat space. They'll deploy that troop along with 2 more. I guess it would be good to know what the conflict is about this time. Oh, a victory point. I want that. I suddenly care a lot more about combat this round. Let me think about this. Well, I can look at the top card of my deck. Seek allies. That's what I'll get if I use my Signet Ring. I'll tell you what, here's an idea. Let's play the Signet Ring. We'll play that first. And we'll send an agent to Arakeen. And so I gain one troop to my garrison. I recruit one, and then I can deploy that troop along with up to 2 more. And this space allows me to draw a card. And then my signet ring allows me to draw a card. All right, now I've got more cards to work with. And I can still look at what's next. We got reconnaissance. I don't think anything really good left there in the deck. So what I'm thinking is I'll use probably Seek Allies to go here, get some more troops, try and win this combat, get a victory point early on. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persuasion left that I could use to get probably one of these 2 cards. So that's where my head's at. Let's draw the next card for Earl Thorvald. Got Still Suits. No, that's okay. That's not where I was going. It scared me. Still Suits. Gain 1 influence at the Fremen. And now it is the Beast. Selective Breeding. All right, they're hitting up the factions. 1 influence with the Bene Gesserit for the Beast. Now it's back to me, and this has been played. Let's put it down here. I'm going to do just what I said. I'm going to play Seek Allies. I'm going to play Seek Allies rather than Diplomacy. 1, because then I can trash this card, have a smaller deck, and have a higher chance of drawing whatever card that I gain. Plus, this one will get me 1 Persuasion, whereas this one won't. And I think I'll need it. So I'm going to play this. I can go to any of the factions. I'm going to go to the Fremen, Hardy Warriors. I need to spend 1 water, but now I can recruit 2 troops and I can deploy them. And do I want to deploy this last one too? How many do I want to deploy? I can deploy 0 to 3 of these. So this is tied right now. I've got 1 there. Yeah, I think I'm going to deploy 2. I'll keep 1 in my garrison. Okay, that was my turn. Goes back to Earl Thorvald, but he's got no more agents. The Beast has no more agents. Comes back to me for my reveal turn. So this card gets trashed. That's out of the game. I've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Persuasion and 1 Sword. So with the 5 Persuasion, I'm going to go ahead and grab Power Play. I like that one. So that is basically like the card I just trashed. You can go to any of the factions, but it says gain 2 influence instead of 1, and then trash this card. So that's cool. And then I have 1 sword here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 troops in combat. So that's 10 strength plus 1 for that sword. I'm at 11. Now all of my cards can be discarded. The only other faction in combat is the Beast, and so he's got 2, 4, 6 strength, and we draw 1 more card for him. Blank. Okay, so I overcommitted a little bit, but that's okay. So I win the combat. I get 1 victory point, and the Beast is in second place. He gains 1 water. I'll take the early victory point. I'm okay with it. Now we return all of the combat troops to their supplies. Now it's the Maker's turn, so these 3 spaces are all empty, so they all get a bonus spice. And that's just wild because we had so many of those harvest cards in the beginning. Like, it's going to be a while. I don't know how many are left, but not many. We do need to replace this card. I should have replaced it as soon as I drew it. But I spent all 5 of my persuasion. But if you have any left over, you still replace it, and then you could potentially buy that next card too. So this one is Imperial Spy. It sends you to the Emperor faction, and then you can trash this card to get an intrigue card, which is nice. All right, so those steps are done. Let's retrieve our agents. And reveal the next conflict card. And pass the first player token to the Beast. So the winner of this combat gets the Mentat for the next round, an intrigue card, and 2 Solari. I would like that as well. I find this space is way overpriced for what it is, especially in solo mode like this when it costs 5 to go there and get the Mentat and draw a card. But I would take the Mentat for free to have 3 actions the next round. That would be pretty good. And the intrigue card is good too. I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed with getting second place either. So, all right, this is round 2. The Beast is the first player. Let's draw a card. So we get Arakeen, and this one has a signet ring. So they're going Arakeen, and they gain a troop. And this is a combat space. They deploy that troop and up to 2 from their garrison, so they're deployed now. Let's reset these. And also get their signet ring ability, which is to recruit a troop, and they will deploy that one as well. So they're looking like they're in pretty good shape to win this combat already. I am the next player. I probably need my cards, huh? 1, 2, 3. I gotta shuffle up the rest of these. Reconnaissance is okay. Those city spaces are good. Convincing argument is not doing much for me, but it's better at the beginning of the game than later. Dagger, I don't really want to go to any of those Landsrad Council spaces in the foreseeable future, so that one's not super helpful, but 1 combat strength is okay. Diplomacy, and power play. Wow, okay, well, diplomacy and power play together, that can be a really strong turn. So I will probably do that, but where am I going to try and use it? And it occurs to me I don't have any resources, so that should maybe be a motivating factor. But actually, what I think I'm going to do is play power play, and I'm going to go to the fold space location and gain 2 influence instead of 1. So that gets me a victory point. And then I trash this card, so it's out of the game completely. And I gain this fold space card into my deck, which allows you to go anywhere, then you draw a card and then trash it. So I'll probably use it to keep pushing influence, because I really like pushing those influence tracks. I find that a lot of fun. Next up is Earl Thorvald, who's going to do still suits. Oh no, that's where I was hoping to go, just to get a water, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. So they go up 1 on the Fremen track, so they get a victory point. That's their second time advancing that track, and that is a combat space. They're going to push 2 troops into combat. So I was kind of waiting to see what Thorvald did. Now that Thorvald's in combat, it has 2 troops in. I'm probably just going to stay out, because you don't get anything for 3rd place. So I don't need to win every combat. That's okay. It's better to not be in a combat than to be in it and get nothing. So the Beast is up next. Highliner. Ooh, that's a spot. Going here and advancing on the Spacing Guild track, gaining 3 cubes and pushing them all into combat. So the Beast is winning this one, I can tell you that. And what am I going to do? I still probably want to play Diplomacy. I'd really like some resources. I don't know. I really wanted the water. I can get an Intrigue card, or I can get 2 Solari. I don't know that I really need the Solari right now. The Intrigue card could be very helpful. I'm going to play Diplomacy and go here to the Bene Gesserit, gain 1 influence and an Intrigue card. And, Dispatch an Envoy. The card you play this turn has the following icons. So you can pair this with any card and go to any of the faction spaces. I love that. Okay, cool. That was my turn. Now we're back to Earl Thorvald, who wants to go to Fold Space, but it's blocked. So we just draw again. Harvest Spice. So they all have the same amount of bonus spice. That's their preference. And then it's total spice is the tiebreaker. So 1, 2, 3, 4 spice for Earl Thorvald. So here's 4 spice. The Beast is out of agents. Comes back to me. I'm going to have my reveal turn. I'm not in this combat, so the sword does nothing, but I have 1, 2, 3 persuasion to spend, and I'm going to grab shifting allegiances, which allows you to move a track, one of your influence tracks, down 1 space and spend 2 spice to move 1 other track up twice. So that can be super strong. I like that. All right, these all get discarded along with my played card, and I do need to replace this immediately. Thufir Hawat has lots of symbols here. Allows you to draw a card, or on the reveal turn, gain 1 persuasion and 1 intrigue card. That's pretty cool. All right, so we've all gone around. Now it's time for combat. I am not in this one. Earl Thorvald's at 4, and the Beast is at 12. The Beast is the first player, so let's draw for the Beast. Gets another 3. And for the Earl, gets nothing. So the Beast wins, grabs the Mentat for next round, and also gets a 2nd Intrigue card and 2 Solari. So this was, the loser here was me. The Earl gets also 2 Solari and an Intrigue card. And that's it for combat. So at least these troops are gone, but it's not like I have a ton of troops in my garrison anyway. We're going to add bonus spice here. So here's a bonus spice. Here's a bonus spice. So I wish I had gone here and gotten the water, because this is a real nice space to go to now. And we can reset these. What else do we need to do? Nothing. We can bring our agents back now. And where's mine? There they are. Okay, now we can reveal the next conflict card. We're going into the next round. After the following round, after round 4, those third agents will come out. Pass the first player token to myself. So I've got to decide, do I want to make a rush on Solari and get a Swordmaster? Because the earlier in the game you do that, the better the value proposition. But I've got, again, no resources at the moment, so that might be tough. I need to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've got my Signet Ring, 2 Dune the Desert Planet, 1 Dagger, 1 Convincing Argument. Not great. And I can't look at my next card because this deck is empty. But I do have this Dispatch and Envoy that I can still use. And wait a minute, I'm just rewinding a bit in my head. I played this last time, which advanced this track, and I played this, which advanced this one twice, but I already trashed this card too. I've gone to another faction and I didn't take my bonus for it. And you know what? It was Hardy Warriors. That's where my water went. I should be up 1 space on the Fremen track. So anyway, I would like to win this combat. How am I going to get some troops and get them deployed? Let's do this. Let's play my Signet Ring to go to Carthag. So I'm going to go here. I gain a troop to my garrison, and I'm going to deploy my 2 troops. And I gain an intrigue card. So I'm just going to play this right away. It gives me 2 Solari. No reason to hold on to that, especially in solo. And what else? There was another thing. Oh, I did my Signet Ring, so I get to draw a card. So we now take my discard pile and shuffle it up. And I get Reconnaissance. Okay. Well, I was hoping for something maybe a little stronger than that, but that's all right. So I played that. I've got these cards in hand, and it is Thorvald's turn. Let's draw. Arakeen. So he's going here. Gains a troop to his garrison, and then he's going to deploy. Gets to put all 3 of those out. And Signet Ring ability gets 1 spice, so he's up to 5 spice now. So here's a 5er. Now we go to the beast. Carthag is already taken. So wealth. So he's going to go, we'll use the Mentat so I don't forget. Let's go to wealth and just increase influence 1 time with the Emperor. Now it's back to me, and I really want the victory point. How am I going to do that? Yeah, I've got no way to get any more troops into this combat, so I think I'm looking at 2nd place here. So what I think I'll do is I'm just going to pair Dagger with this plot card, and I'm going to send my agent to it's either Still Suits or Secrets, either an intrigue card or a water. They would both be good. Let's go for the intrigue card because maybe it'll be for combat. So I advance on the Bene Gesserit track, get another victory point, and draw an intrigue card. Refocus is a plot card. Shuffle your discard pile into your deck, then draw a card. I don't have a discard pile, so maybe now's not the time for that. I'll just hold on to it. This plot card's played. Stagger card has been played. All right, and now it is Thorvald's turn, so we're going to reveal the next card here. Hardy Warriors. Yeah, I'm not going to win this battle at all. I'm glad, well, I don't know what I'm glad about. Go up 1 time for the Fremen and get 2 troops to the garrison, and it's a combat card, so they get deployed as well. Now we draw for the beast, and that is Conspire. So he's doubling up here on the Emperor faction. So that goes up again. That's a victory point for the beast, his first. And he gains 2 troops to his garrison, but it's not a combat space. Now it comes back to me. It's my reveal turn. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persuasion. And I think I'm going to take this Thufir Hawat card, replace it immediately. I don't have any persuasion left to spend, but if I did, like this one only costs 1. And then all these and these 2 get discarded. It goes back to Thorvald. He's already done. Goes back to the beast, who still has another agent. And he would like to go to Secrets, but I've blocked it. So he would like to go to Conspire, but he just went there. So now he's going to try Rally Troops. Ooh, that's not good. Lots of troops in the garrison. Now 4 more troops in the garrison for the beast. But again, it is not a combat space. They don't get deployed. So now everyone's done. So now we go to the combat phase. It's just me and Thorvald. I'm at 4 and he is at 10. And then I don't have anything else to play to make a difference here, but he does get to draw a card. and he gets a modifier of +2. So it's 12 to 4. Thorvald wins. He's going to get 1 victory point, and it says trash a card, but he can't do that, so that's okay. I gain 1 water and 1 spice. Since I didn't have any water or any spice, that's probably a pretty good thing for me anyway. All right, now all these troops are removed. Oh boy. I've done a couple of decent tactical things, but I have not made a lot of good long-term strategic plays here. I don't have a plan. I'm glad my victory points are in the lead right now, but it's not going to stay that way. Okay, the maker part is done. Now we retrieve our agents. And pretty soon, not pretty soon, right now, we're going to reveal this next conflict card. And that is going to, since that's the bottom of this little stack that I've made, they're each going to get their 3rd agent. And I am nowhere near getting a Sword Master, so I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to pass the first player token, though, and we can reset these markers. Now, I need to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I've got. Diplomacy, Fold Space, Shifting Allegiances, Convincing Argument, and Dagger. That's an interesting draw. And Thorvald is starting, so let's draw the one of the last cards here. Fold Space. Okay, so he's going up 1 influence with the Spacing Guild. Now the Beast. This is the last card of the deck. Arakeen. Good card for the Beast. So he's going to get one troop to the garrison who then deploys, plus Signet Ring ability, another troop that deploys, plus, of course, it's a combat space to deploy 2 more. So he's up to 4. All right. And now it's my turn, but we'll shuffle up this deck while I think. Shifting Allegiances could be good. Fold Space can go anywhere. Diplomacy is also good. Like, they're all pushing me to use the tracks rather than to go anywhere on the board. But man, there's a lot of spice out there that I would like to grab. I guess Fold Space could do that. Shifting Allegiances could get me a bunch of spice, and then I could spend it to use the card's effect. Let's see. Again, I can't look at the next card, so this draw card ability, I don't know what it would do. Well, let's find out. Let's play this plot card. Shuffle your discard pile into your deck, and then draw a card. So I'm going to draw a card, and then I'll be able to look at the next card. All right, draw a card. We get another dagger, and I can view the next card. It's Thufir Hawat. Okay. I might save that for next time because it's got good options on it. So this has been played. What card am I going to play? Where am I going to go? Here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to play Shifting Allegiances to send my agent to the Haga Basin. So I need to spend 1 water, but then I gain 2 spice plus these 3 bonus spice. Pretend I grabbed another 2, and then I'm going to spend those 2 and decrease any 1 influence. And I think it's going to be the Spacing Guild. So I'm going to decrease that. I lose that victory point to then increase any single track twice. And I think it's going to be this space. I don't like that Thorvald's getting away from me with the Fremen. So I gain 1 victory point for that one. So overall it's a wash, but trying to prevent losing this token here. So that was this card. Now we go to Thorvald. And he's got still suits. So he's going to go here. Darn it. Well, I was trying. So this goes up. He doesn't get the water bonus, but he does gain this token and a victory point for it. I'm not happy about that. The Beast, man, it's going here. Going up on this track. Victory point for that. Now it's back to me again. And I think I'm going to play Fold Space. I get to draw a card. I didn't really want to draw that, but I guess I have to. And trash this card, and I'm going to go up here to sell Melange, and I'm going to sell 3 spice to gain 8 Solari, because that's how I'm going to get my Sword Master. So this card gets trashed. I'll just put it back in the pile. I guess it's technically out of the game. These are a limited resource, right? Okay, so now we go back to Thorvald. And he's doing Conspire. So he's going to go up on the Emperor track. and gain 2 troops to the garrison, but it is not a combat space. Now we go to the beast. Harvest spice. Ooh, that's a good one for him. He's going here. 1, 2, 3, 4 spice. Okay, and that is a combat space. He's going to push 2 more troops in. That's kind of a waste of troops. I'm okay with it. Now it's back to me, and I need to take my reveal turn. So these swords will do nothing for me because I'm not in combat. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 persuasion. I don't know that I'm going to do anything with that. Maybe I'll get Duncan. I'm not sure. 4 persuasion plus an intrigue card. Let's grab that. Ooh, private army. Look at that. Spend 2 spice to get 5 combat power. That's good to have. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want that Duncan card? Yeah, what the heck? Let's go for it. Let's grab Duncan, replace it. An Imperium row, Spice Hunter. Okay, I do need to start trashing some cards though. That would be helpful. So these played cards now all go in my discard pile. And we are at combat. There's only one person in combat. It's the beast. Go ahead and give him his bonus of nothing, apparently. So he's at 12. He wins the combat. He gets an intrigue card. That is his third. So here's 1, 2, and 3. He's going to trade those in immediately for a victory point. We're all tied at 3 points. Nobody came in second. At least we got a bunch of these troops out of here. We're going to add 1 spice to the Great Flat right here. And now we can take agents back. So 3 agents for the beast. And 1, 2, 3, 4, Earl Thorvald. And 1, 2 for me. Now let's reveal the next conflict. Victory point, want that. And what else? I need 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to pass the first player token to the beast. Convincing argument, reconnaissance, Dune, the desert planet ×2, and signet ring. Okay, no faction spaces this time, so that's too bad. Oh, and this one is Imperial Basin, so we get to put a flag there, whoever wins this one as well. How am I going to get some cubes into combat here? Well, we'll find out. The beast goes first. Arakeen. Okay, don't like that. So he gets to gain a cube, deploy it, plus signet ring is going to gain another cube and deploy it, and then deploy these 2. So that is a real bad start for me. And now it's my turn. I can't look at the next card either. Man, and I've only got 1 spice. If I had another spice. Well, let's see if this shakes anything up. I'm going to play signet ring, send my agent to the swordmaster, spend 8 Solari, gain my swordmaster. So I get 1 more turn. So that was kind of like a, not really free turn, but I get another. But now I get to draw a card, so I can shuffle this up, and maybe I'll draw something that'll help me. So if I can get some spice, this is really powerful. And then I just need to get a handful of cubes out there. Ideally through like hardy warriors would be good. Oh, but I don't have any water. Well, we'll see. Draw a card. Thufir Hawat. If I play that, I get to draw a card, and it would be convincing argument. That's not helpful. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Thorvald is next to draw a card. Arakeen is already taken. Try again. Arakeen is taken. Try again. Rally troops. So that's going to be 4 cubes in the garrison for Thorvald, but none of them are deploying. And then we go to the beast. Wealth. So that's going to be here. 1 more space on the Emperor track for the beast. Back to me. I've got 2 agents left. I can go basically anywhere. I just can't go back to the Lambsrad, but I don't really want to. So I think I'm going to play reconnaissance. So I can go to Siege Tabor, or Tabor, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You need 2 influence at least with the Fremen, which I have. So I gain 1 cube, and I can deploy it because it's a combat space, and I gain a water. So I'm officially in this combat. Now we go to Thorvald. I hope he stays out of the combat. Nope. Harvest spice. He's going to go here, grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spice, and he's already got 5. So he's going to trade in 7 for a victory point. So 1 victory point. He's got 3 left over, and that is a deploy space. So Going to put 2 cubes into combat. We're all going for that victory point now. The beast is up next. Harvest spice as well. There is no bonus spice anywhere. Try again. Hall of Oratory. And that is going to be gain 1 troop, but it's not in combat. Now it is my last turn, and I think I need to play Fear Hawat. And let me think about this, because I could either go here. I've got the water for it. I can gain 2 troops and push them in, so that would get me 4 more like battle readiness. Or I can go here, gain a spice, and I could trade that in here, which would be worth 5 battle readiness. But in either case, it won't be enough to beat this. So I'm just fighting for second place then. So maybe I'm better off taking my losses. So here's what I'll do. I'll play this card. I'm going to go to Hardy Warriors, spend a water, gain 2 troops. I'm not going to deploy them though. I'll leave them in my garrison so I've got them. I get to draw a card. Okay, convincing argument. And then I move up on this track, which then gains me this water back. So it might be worth it just to have more troops in the garrison and try to overtake Thorvald to get that point back. So this is spent. And that's it for me. So we go back to Thorvald. He's got another turn. Harvest spice. There's no bonus spice. Carthag. That was one of the other places I was thinking about going. I guess I'm glad I didn't. I don't know. So he gets to gain a troop and deploy it along with 2 more. So yeah, I'm not going to win this combat. So everybody's out of agents. I get to take my reveal turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persuasion. I might take this Peter de Vries card, replace it. I've got 1 left to spend if I want to, but I don't think I do. So that's it for me. So all these cards go into my discard pile. And now we're going to resolve combat. So blue, we've got 8, got 10 here, just 2 for me. The beast is first player. Let's see what the modifiers are. Nothing. I can't afford this, and I'm not going to try and modify. So let's see for Thorvald, another 4, up to 14. Okay, so I am out. First place gets 1 victory point and gets to add a flag to the Imperial Basin. And second place gains 2 water. He's already got 2 water. So he's going to trade in 3 for a victory point, and I'll have 1 left. All right, so I'm in last place officially, and now these troops are removed. They're cycling troops way better than me, but they've got their own special rule set, so I don't feel too bad. Maker spots, there's 2 of those. So 1 and 2. Now we can retrieve our agents. 1, 2, 3 for Thorvald. 1, 2, and 3 for me. 3 for the beast. Reveal the next combat card or conflict card. This one's just Solari. Okay. And I need to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it for me. Duncan, Idaho, Dagger, Shifting Allegiances, Dagger again, and Diplomacy. And pass the first player token to me. All right, I've got to take a little break for a little bit, but I'll be back in a bit and I will finish up this game. Here we go. All right, so I'm back, and I believe it is my turn. So what am I going to do? I've got my 3 agents. I want to be careful here. I don't want Earl Thorvald to pass me on this track because, oh, wait a minute. I don't have that token. He has that token. I want to pass him on that track and take the token. Okay, that changes things a little bit, but I've got my diplomacy card. So if I go to one of these spaces, I can take that token. He'll lose a victory point. I'll gain 1. We'll all be at 4 then. I am a little bit limited on water. I would kind of like to go here and get some spice. I'd like to start building up some spice because at some point I probably am going to want to go to that Highliner spot, and I don't have nearly enough spice for it. And I also don't have enough to play this card should I want to. So here's what I might do. Let's play diplomacy, and I'll send an agent here to Still Suits and gain a water. Even though I kind of want Hardy Warriors, I think I'd rather get the water. I'd rather have 2 water than no water right now. So I go up on this track. I've passed Earl Thorvald, so I gain the alliance with the Fremen. This goes down, that goes up, and that'll be it for my turn. I could put some of these troops into combat, but I don't really care about this so much. And I think part of the trick in this game that I have not quite mastered yet is when you're in combat, you want to make sure you get the place that you want. Um, but it's not important to win every combat. But knowing which ones to participate in and which ones not to participate in seems to be really important. And I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I'm working on it. So what I think I'll do is on my next turn, hopefully be able to play this to go ideally here. If not, I can go here and get some spice, and then maybe use 2 spice to decrease this back down. And as long as I don't get past, I get to keep this, and then I could double up on the Bene Gesserit and get another victory point there as well as an intrigue card. So that could be really good. So that was my turn. Now it's Earl Thorvald, who's going to rally troops. And so he's going to add 4 troops to his garrison. He's going to recruit 4 troops, but it is not a combat space. Now we go to the Beast. Harvest spice. Okay, so I am going to lose this spot. That's too bad. So he's going to get 3 spice. He's already got 4, so that makes 7. So he's going to turn that in for a victory point. So we got to move the Beast up. He was behind. Now he's ahead. And that's a combat space, so he's going to push this one troop in there. So it's back to me. Do I still want to use this to gain spice? Because this would only gain me 2, and then I would spend the 2 immediately. Plus, Earl Thorvald would then gain a spice if I go there. So this spot is a lot less desirable. I suppose I do have 2 water, so I could go to the Great Flat and just gain 3 spice without giving any to Earl Thorvald, excuse me. But I've also got this Duncan Idaho card, and so alternatively, I could go to either Carthag or Arakeen and guarantee another recruit in the garrison, and then either an intrigue card that way or a draw a card. Or, I guess that's interesting. I could go to Siege Tabor, because that's a city, and I have at least 2 influence with the Fremen, and then I could gain a water and a troop, and I could use the water to gain another troop and a card. Oh, that's pretty good. I kind of like that. And then depending on what card I get, maybe I play this, maybe I don't. Let's try that. Let's play Duncan Idaho. We go here. I can recruit to my garrison. It is a combat space, but I'm not going to push anything into combat. So, and then I gain 1 water, but I'll spend that water immediately to gain another troop and then draw a card. So I've got to shuffle these. And depending on what the card is, maybe I'll get some options that way. The reveal section of that Duncan Idaho card is really good, but I'm not planning on being in combat this time, so it'd be a little bit wasted. And getting the water is good, but getting the water plus 2 combat strength is better. All right. Ooh, Signet Ring. Okay, so that's some options. Okay, so that was this card. I don't need to do anything else with that. Now we're going back to Earl Thorvald. Hardy Warriors. Okay. So I'm glad I didn't jump into the combat. He's going to gain, I guess, 1 influence here. He has not passed me. And recruit 2 to the garrison and then deploy them and deploy 2 more. All right, now it is the Beast. Hall of Oratory. Just gain 1 recruit to the garrison. Back to me again. So the Signet Ring could let me draw a card. What is going to be on that card? Would I want 3 persuasion? 3, that would just leave me a 5 persuasion on my reveal turn. And I don't really know what I would do with 5 persuasion. I think I'd rather save this. Be able to play it, get an intrigue card. Ooh, but if I do play this now, I no longer want to decrease this to increase this twice, because if this goes down, I'll lose this alliance. So that's not as appealing as it was a minute ago. So I think I've decided I'm going to play this, and I'm going to send my agent to the Great Flat. It's going to cost me 2 water, and I gain 3 spice, and I'm not going to take that effect. So that's it for that card. That's it for my turn, because I'm not going to push anyone into combat either. Now Earl Thorvald goes. Fold space. Okay, 1 influence here with the Spacing Guild. That's 1 victory point. And now the beast, still suits, is already taken. Highliner, oh boy, going hard on this combat. I mean, I guess I'm glad that Highliner's out of the deck now, as well as Still Suits. Those are both pretty strong, but the deck is almost empty, so it's going to get shuffled back in by next round's combat. So anyway, Highliner, that's 3 into the garrison and then deployed, as well as deploying this one, and also 1 space up on the Spacing Guild. Hey now. So now it comes back to me. I have my reveal turn. These aren't going to do anything because I'm not in combat. This one gets me 1, which I guess I could get this, but I don't really want to. So kind of a waste of the signet ring, but that's what it is. So I get nothing on my reveal turn. And now the combat happens. All these get discarded. I am not in the combat. So I'm first player, so let's reveal for Thorvald first. I guess he starts at 8. He's starting at 10. Okay, Thorvald gets 1 more. And the beast gets 1 more. And that's it. So that's going to be 6 Solari for the beast. He's already got 2, so he's going to have 1 left over and gain 1 victory point because he turns in 7 for a victory point. And then it's 4 Solari for Thorvald. He's already got 2, so let's just make this into 6, like so. And that is it. So now these troops are gone. These troops are gone. I'm in a decent position to win the next combat, which is fine. I saved my troops. I think that's okay. And now we need to add a spice here, like so. And now retrieve our agents. 3 for me. 1, 2, 3 for Thorvald. And 3 for the beast. Okay, what else do we need to do? We need to pass the first player token to Earl Thorvald, reveal the next conflict. See this one. What is this level? This is the first level 3? Is the last one a level 2? Yeah, it's the first level 3. Okay, so we're getting towards the end of the deck. This one's 2 victory points and a flag on Arakeen, which I would really like to have. So I'm going to push to win this combat, I think this time. But to do that, I'll need to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we've got 2 of Dune the Desert Planet, Reconnaissance, Peter de Vries, and Thufir Hawat. And we're starting with Earl Thorvald. Got 1 card left in this deck, so we draw it, and it is Selective Breeding. So it's going here, starting down the Bene Gesserit path. It's a little bit behind. And now we need to shuffle this deck, and it will be the beast's turn. And I can go... Looks like I've got the cards to go anywhere I want to, but only 1 track space, which is too bad, because I kind of want Highliner. But I also feel like I need to clinch my Fremen alliance. So I should probably go up 1 more time on that track. All right, so the beast's turn. Let's see what he does. Harvest spice. So he's going to the Imperial Basin. That's going to be 3 spice for the beast because there was 2 bonus spice there. So 3 for the beast plus 1 for Earl Thorvald for having his banner on that space. And then it is a combat space, but the beast has no recruits in the garrison. Okay, my turn is next. Let's look at the top card here. Convincing argument. That doesn't seem like it's going to help me at all. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Peter de Vries. And I'm going to use this city. I mean, I guess I'm trying to figure out would I rather have this sword or this intrigue card. Probably the intrigue card is going to be more helpful. So I'm going to go to Siege Tabor again. And that's going to allow me to recruit 1 and push 1 into combat along with up to 2 others. And I gain a water. So here's my water. And then we'll get an intrigue card. And bypass protocol. This is a plot card. So acquire a card that costs 3 persuasion or less, or spend 2 spice to acquire a card that costs 5 persuasion or less to the top of your deck. And I don't know that that's something I'm super interested in. That's kind of a bummer. All right, this card is played. That was my turn. So now we go to Earl Thorvald again. Rally troops. Man, I would love to go to rally troops. I would love that. 4 troops into the garrison. Luckily, it's not a combat space, so I'm winning at the moment. Let's see what the beast does. Fold space. Let's go in here, gaining another influence with Space and Guild. So I think I kind of have no choice. I got to be a little bit defensive here. I'm going to play the Fear Hawat to go to Hardy Warriors. It's going to cost me a water, but I recruit 2 troops and I'm going to deploy them, and I can deploy up to 2 more. So I've got 7 troops now in combat, and I gain 1 influence at the Fremen, securing this alliance for myself. So that was pretty important. I also get to draw a card. We know the card's not going to be helpful, but there it is. And now it's back to Earl Thorvald. Harvest Spice. There is no bonus spice, so we're going to draw again. Carthag. Just going to, let's see, add a troop to the garrison and deploy it along with 2 more. So I'm still in the lead. It makes me a little nervous. Now the Beast, Arakeen. So going here. And let's see, gaining 1 troop. And with the Signet Ring, gaining another troop, and they're both going to get deployed. So 3-way combat, that makes me nervous as well. I get 1 more turn, and I can either go to a desert space or a city space. But that really hurts because I can't go to either of these desert spaces. I don't have the water. Can't go to this city space because I also don't have the water. The rest are blocked. So my only option is to go up here. So it's kind of a waste, but it's better than doing nothing. I'm going to go to Secure Contract and gain 3 Solari, which gets me up to 5. So here's a 5er. That's it for that turn. Yeesh. All right, no more turns for them. So it's my reveal turn now. I reveal these. I have 4 Persuasion. I don't think I want any of that stuff. The only one I'm sort of interested in is Gene Manipulation because it allows you to trash cards. And I do feel like I've got some trash in my deck. I guess Imperial Spy is sort of not as good as that, but play it once, I'll go to one of the Emperor spaces, and then I can trash it for an Intrigue card, which is, sometimes good. This one's not so great. Let's go ahead and grab Gene Manipulation. Maybe that'll help me clear out my deck a little bit. Let's replace it. Chani. Ooh, and you can retreat any number of your troops. That's interesting in the reveal step. All right, so these are gone. These have been played. Put them all back in my discard pile. Everybody's done now, so it's time for combat. So we're starting at 4 for the Beast, 6 for Earl Thorvald, and I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts me at 14. Now we draw a card for the Earl. We get 1 more. Draw a card for the Beast. I'm feeling good. 1 more. All right. So I don't need to use this, which is great. I'd rather hold on to it. And my Spice. So first place for me, 2 victory points. Really needed that. And I can add my flag to Arakeen, which is a popular spot among these cards. So hopefully it'll get me some Solari as well. Who's in second place here is the Earl. So he's going to get, it says choose 2. So I get to choose in this case. And it's all bad choices. So if I choose an Intrigue card, that's a victory point. If I choose 2 Spice, that'll get him up to 6 Spice, and he needs 7 for a victory point, so he'll be 1 short. And if I choose Solari, it's got 5, 6, that would be 3 more, and that's going to be a victory point right away. So, man, I guess he's got to get a victory point one way or another. I guess I'll take an Intrigue card and 2 Spice. So from 4 Spice to 6, just to kind of put that point off a little bit if I can. And then 1 Intrigue card. So the 3 of these get traded in for a point. Okay, now these all exit. Back to the supply. Back to the supply. Now the Earl's in good shape for the next combat, comparatively. So we can reset these. We can add Spice to these 2 spaces. So 1 there, 1 there. Now we can recall. So 3 blue ones. And 1, 2, 3 green ones. And where did I go? I went here, here, and up there for some reason. Now let's pass the first player token, reveal the next conflict card. I need to go up on some tracks, like ASAP, if I want to get some quick points and try and end this. All right, and the next combat, whoever wins can go up twice on a single track. That might be useful for me. I need 5 cards. Here's the first. Convincing Argument. That's a card I'd like to trash. I don't need any more cards. Out of curiosity, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my deck has grown a bit. And I've trashed a couple cards along the way. I had a fold space and trashed it. I had this power play and I trashed it. Plus the, whatever the starting card is that lets you go to one of these factions and then you trash it. So I've trashed 3 cards. I've still got 14. Oops, I'm buying too many cards. The deck building, I kind of understand. The deck destroying, I'm not so good at. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what a weak hand. Let's look at my next card since I have prescience. Peter de Vries. Okay. Gosh, this is terrible. Mostly starting cards plus this shifting allegiances. Okay, this looks not good. The beast starts. Let's get going. Harvest spice. Oh man, so he's gonna go here, gain 4 spice. He's already got 3, so that's a victory point for the beast. So that goes up 1. He does not have any troops to deploy though. Now it's my turn. What am I gonna do with this mess? I was just saying I need to increase my factions, but I can't go to any of the factions. I can only do shifting allegiances, which I don't really know if that's what I want to do right now. But I guess let's do this. Play shifting allegiances, and I am going to send my agent to rally troops. So that's going to cost 4 Solari. I've got 5, so I get 1 back. I can add 4 troops to my garrison. Can't deploy them from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I will do this. I'm going to spend 2 spice. I'm going to decrease the Spacing Guild 1 to increase the Bene Gesserit 2. 1, 2. That gets me another alliance with a victory point and 1 intrigue card. That seemed better than doing the Emperor and just getting the victory point. So I get, a battle 1. Allied Armada. If you have a faction alliance and have 2, then you can spend 2 spice to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swords. That's even stronger than the one I had. So it's nice to have both of those options for the same cost, so I don't have to use more swords than I really need to. Okay, well, I'm doing all right. Let's let Earl Thorvald go next. Carthag, okay. Going here. Gaining 1 troop to his garrison. And then deploying it and 2 more. So that's going to make it tricky if I want to go in for this combat. Because if I'm doing it for that first place. The beast is up next. Carthag's already taken. Selective breeding. I would like to go there because it allows you to trash cards and draw cards, but I don't have a way to get there. So he's just going to go up 1 space on the Bene Gesserit track. And now it is to me again. And what was this next card? Nothing useful, right? Peter de Vries. Well, that could be useful. It'll be useful if I do this. If I play Reconnaissance now, and I can go to a city, I'm going to go to Arakeen. So I've got a flag there, so I get a Solari. And then I can recruit a troop and deploy up to 2 more. I'm going to go for it. And I can draw a card. So I get this card, and that is it. We can look at the next card with prescience. Oh, Signet Ring. Would have liked to have had that this time, but this space should be open. I don't think the AI goes there, so I could use Peter to go here and get 3 more troops into combat to easily win this. Hopefully easily win it. We'll see what the Earl does. Then he gets to go once more after me too. So the Earl right now is hitting still suits. So that's here. And just going up 1 space, but he hasn't passed me, so I get to keep my alliance. So I just got to make sure not to decrease that ever now. And now we go to the beast. Oh, Highliner, shoot. This is going to be a showdown. This is going to be bad. First we'll gain the 3 troops and deploy them. I guess he doesn't have that many in the garrison, so I'll be okay. But he's going to go up 1 here. So he gains this alliance, gains a victory point. He's up to 9. That's a problem. And now if he gets a Signet Ring ability, it's going to be even stronger because he's got that alliance. I would like to take that from him, but I am all the way at the back, so that seems unlikely. So now it's my turn, and at least we know Highliner's out of the deck now. I know I can beat this. I don't know what he's going to do with his next turn, and if I can beat that. So I will do what I said. I'm going to play Peter and send my agent here to gain 1, and then I can deploy up to all 3 of these. I also gain a water, so I'll take the water. Before I decide on deployment, let's gain that intrigue card. Maybe that'll help make the decision. Spend 7 Solari on a victory point. I don't have the Solari for that. That does not help make the decision. If I had the Solari, I'd spend it though. Well, I need to decide what I'm going to do as far as deployment goes, and I guess I need to figure out if I do win, what faction am I going to double go up? This one wouldn't gain me anything except a little protection. This one would gain me a victory point. That one would gain me a victory point. I wouldn't pass anyone on either track. I can maybe prevent. I'd be closer to getting that alliance than this one. Although I guess if I do get high enough, 3 Solari would be better than a couple of troops. Not necessarily, but now I want 7 Solari pretty bad and pretty quickly. But I guess if I win the combat, I'm going to go up twice. That's a victory point. I do want the victory point. And if either of the rivals win and they go up twice, they will definitely get a victory point as well. And if it's the beast, that'll trigger the end of the game. And then I'll definitely lose. So I don't want that. So I got to make sure I beat the beast. But certainly next round will be the last round, and I think there will be 2 victory. I think the other cards all have 2 victory points as the first place prize, so I've got to win the next combat too. So I think, I think I'm going to push in 2 troops and hope for the best. We'll see what happens. All right, Earl Thorvald gets to go. Conspire. I think that was lucky. Here, goes up, gets a victory point, and adds 2 troops to the garrison, but not to the combat. So nobody else has any agents. I take my reveal turn now. So let's count this up. We've got 6 and 6, and I've got 2, 4, 5. That's 10, plus 1 is 11. I've got 3 persuasion to spend, but I'm not going to do that. So these go in the discard, these go in the discard. And now what? No, combat. So we draw a card for the beast. Bonus of 2. Draw a card for Earl Thorvald. Oof, bonus of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes from 6 to 11. Oh boy, it'd be a tie. Man, I would have been better off just putting that last troop in. What a pain. So if we tie for first, I guess nobody gets that, but we both get an intrigue card and 3 spice. 3 spice would only get me to 5, not enough to use Highliner, but 3 spice for the Earl. I guess he's getting second place either way, huh? Is going to get him a victory point because he'll have a lot of spice. Well, yuck. What's the right thing to do here? I guess I'm going to hold on to my spice rather than spend one of these cards. I kind of hate it. So we're going to tie for second. We each get an intrigue card. 1 for the Earl, 1 for myself, which I'm going to, I guess I have to wait for the plot, but I'll spend on a water as soon as I can. And we each get 3 spice. He's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to have 2 left over. There's 2. And he gets a victory point for that. I get 3 spice. That's just going to bring me up to 5. So that was overall not great. Worked pretty hard for that. Combat over. Let's see here. We need to add spice here and here. So 1 spice, 1 spice. And now we need to get our people back. There's my agents. Save the the thoughts for the end like I usually do, but I am really enjoying this, but I definitely have not wrapped my head fully around it yet. I need to reveal the next conflict. Yep, 2 victory points and control of Imperial Basin. Pass the first player token. I need 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember the Signet Ring was on the top. Gene Manipulation, Dune, the Desert Planet, Diplomacy, Convincing Argument, and Signet Ring. Okay, I am the first player. How am I going to wrap my head around this? Well, first, I'm going to play this plot card and gain water. So that goes there. Then I think I need to... Oh, what's the next card? Dagger. I would like to have that. It's got a sword on it. Let's use my signet ring, and I'm going to send an agent to the Haga Basin. That costs 1 water, but I gain 2 spice plus 2 bonus spice. 4 spice, so I'm up to 9. Man, I could really use 1 more spice though. But now I get to, I can deploy. I might as well. Let's put that guy in. Get a draw a card for my signet ring. So there's a dagger. So that's good. What's the next card? Duncan, Idaho. I would like to have that as well. Get a couple more swords. All right, so I've played my signet ring. I'm off to a decent start. My thought is next I can go to the Spacing Guild and do Highliner. I've got enough to afford it, put a bunch of troops in, and then I might use Dune, the desert planet, to go up to Sel Melange and sell some spice for Solari and buy another victory point that way. But if I do that, it won't leave me with enough spice to also play one of these cards. I think I'll have 1 spice left if I do that. So I can either hold my spice to play one of these cards, or I can do the Solari. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But Earl Thorvald is up next. Harvest spice. He's going to go here, and he's going to get 1, 2, plus this one, 3 more spice. That gets him up to 5. Don't like it. And he's going to push a couple troops in. All right. So he's winning the combat so far, and that would push us into the end game. The beast is next. Hall of Oratory. Happy to see that one, I think. So he's just going to recruit 1 troop to his garrison. Fine with me. So I'm going to snag Highliner while I can. So I'm going to go here, advance once on this track, and it's going to cost 6 spice, but I can recruit 5 troops, and it's a combat space, so I'm going to put all 5 of them into combat. And I gain 2 water as well. So here we go. That was diplomacy for me. Now we're back to the Earl. Rally troops. Okay, that's not going to help you right now. So 4 more troops into Green's garrison. And the beast, fold space. Goes up on that track. That doesn't change anything. Back to me. So what is my next card? Do I even know? Oh yeah, Duncan. That is good. My other thought is I could play gene manipulation, and that could I could spend 2 water to go to the research station, draw 3 cards, which could be very useful. But I think, man, it's hard to say. I think it looks like I'm going to win the combat. 2, 4, 6. I'm up by quite a bit, but they've each got a turn left. I would really like to save enough spice to play one of these cards and secure that victory, but I think I need this victory point. It's a bit risky to go for the victory point, but I just don't think I have a choice. Realistically, that's my only shot at winning right now, at closing this with a victory. So that's what I'm going to do. Dune the Desert Planet. Going to sell Melange. And I'm just going to sell 2 spice. 1, 2. Gain 6 Solari. And now spend 7 Solari with this plot card to immediately gain a victory point. All right. That's it. That's my turn. Be kind. What is the Earl going to do? Still suits. Ooh, that's not great. Oh, no, that's okay. So it is. Oh, it's not great. He can't go up anymore, but it's a combat space. He's going to put 2 more into combat. That's going to close the gap. Now the beast, wealth. That's okay, I think. He's going to go here. He is going to go up and gain another alliance, though. So that's another point for the beast. So he's up to 10, but he's not in the combat. So I'll probably trigger the end game, but if I win the combat, we'll both be at 10, and I'll win the tie with 1 spice. So that'd be kind of a fun ending. So now it's back to me. It's my reveal turn. I'm just going to reveal these 3. Do I want to spend 4 persuasion on something? Probably not. So let's just discard these cards. And I've got 1 sword here. So let's figure out where we're at. The beast isn't even in. We're at 8 for the Earl. 2, 4, 6, 12 for me. Plus 1 sword here is at 13. So I have a slight lead. And the Earl needs to draw a card. Oh, this is what it's all going to come down to. Harvest spice. 1, 2. All right, time for combat. And I am the victor. So I gain 2 victory points. 1, 2. And I get to add my flag to the Imperial Basin. Not that that's going to help me because the game's over. But there it is. And the Earl is in second. He's going to gain 5 spice. So he's going to turn in 7 of the 10 for another victory point, which brings him to 9. That's the end of the round. And I guess we can remove these troops. And I think technically we still add this maker spice. So let's do that. But that is the end of the round. At least one player is at 10 or more victory points, so that triggers the end game. So we can play any end game intrigue cards, and I don't have any. So whoever has the most victory points wins. We are tied at 10, myself and the beast. And so the first tiebreaker is who has more spice. Between me and the beast, that is going to be me. I've got 1 spice. So, okay, that's a pretty fun victory. So that is my first solo victory in Dune Imperium. I've only played it a couple times solo. I guess technically it's my first victory in total because I haven't won it multiplayer yet. But man, I tell you, I got 13 victory points and I went to the tiebreaker and I had less spice. So I can't get that one out of my head. But that was fun. As I was saying earlier, I don't have my head fully wrapped around this game. I am still kind of adjusting, having only played Dune Imperium Uprising and now learning Dune Imperium. They are very close but slightly different. It does kind of matter. There are some subtle but important differences. But yeah, I don't have this like fully worked out yet, so this was not an optimal playthrough, I'm sure. I had a real hard time trashing cards this game. My deck got way too big and unwieldy. I was really saddled down with cards I didn't want by the end. And I really didn't push these tracks nearly as much as I usually do. I usually race through all 4 of them as fast as I can and really enjoy doing it. But I guess I was doing other things this time, and it seemed to work out. It was really close, though, by 1 resource. But I do like the game. Glad to have played it. And I'm looking forward to opening up the expansion on my next video in this series. It'll be Rise of Ix. So I'll do an unboxing of that. I'll do a rules video for that. And I'll play a solo game of Dune Imperium again using Rise of Ix. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Got any questions, concerns? Did I make any mistakes? I hope not, but let me know if I did. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing, maybe share it with somebody else. Let them know that I will, again, be doing a giveaway with some Dune Imperium stuff when I'm done filming this series. So if you want to receive this very copy of Dune Imperium along with Rise of Ix and Immortality along with some promo cards, stay tuned to the channel because there will be info on that once the series is done. But that's it for today. That's what I've got for this video. I had a great time. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for watching Table for One. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.